What's going on, y'all? It is a Kev Siding here, back with another video here. Man, I want to take a moment and talk about how you yourself in 2025 can actually start collecting and getting into the Pokemon scene. The reason why I actually wanted to make this video is because everybody knows, multiple channels have talked about it, multiple people have covered it. I know I've covered it, right? Where Pokemon is, the hobby is getting super crazy, and it's hard to get product, and prices are super high, and it's a lot. There's actually a lot going in the hobby right now, and if I'm being completely honest, right, because like I said, I got back in the hobby just barely, again, barely a month and a half, almost 2 months now, right? And let me tell you, I've never enjoyed any other TCG hobby like this ever. Not Magic, not Yu-Gi-Oh, not One Piece. Pokemon has just been the GOAT. I'm telling you, ever since I came back into the scene, I've had more fun than I've ever had. And I'm just tired. Like I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers, like there's a lot of Poke YouTubers, like that are not uploading as much. And then there's the ones that are constantly uploading, like me. I feel like I'm one of the ones that are constantly uploading because the hobby isn't dead. The hobby is yes, is in a little bit, taking a little bit of hit, but it's still good. It's still strong. Like we're like, there's the real community still out there, and there is. Like, I've seen it, I've done it. There's still folks out there that love this stuff, and I mean, I find it disheartening when I see comments, and when I see other Poke YouTubers saying, hey, I'm leaving the hobby for a little bit, or I'm not going to be doing much investing myself. I'm going to go somewhere else, or I'm going to be covering other things, or they just straight stop uploading because or a lot of people say they're not going to be doing it as much, or it's time to get out, or they're waiting for the crash. Is like, look, I understand with all the craziness happening with Pokemon, right? it's I get it, it's out there, there's a lot, but let me tell you, on top of all the craziness with scalpers, with flippers, like those guys have always been a thing. Like scalpers, resellers, like all that stuff has been a thing. Investors, all that's always been a thing. That's never changed. The only thing that's changed is that the volume has been higher and the popularity is higher. And on top of that, in my personal opinion, there's just been a lot more enthusiasts now coming back to the scene, like myself. New collectors, old collectors, people coming back to the hobby, right? So now there's more of a market. This is one of the biggest booms a Pokemon ever. And if anybody's seen, I've covered it in one of my videos. When we looked at Google Trend, it just literally just around December and the beginning of this year, Pokemon TCG was one of the most highest search thing on Google Trends. It has popped up. It was more higher than back in the boom in 2020, 2021. So for me to say, the point of it is that the hobby is still good, guys, in my opinion. You can still go out there, get product. Maybe might not be the best, but you can still get product. You can still get product. You can still get product. You can still open up. You can still have fun. You can still do a lot of stuff. I don't know about you. You saw my last video where I did the Pokemon trade show. I took a picture with a mother and a kid, and her husband he went off somewhere. They picked up two, Stellar Crown ETBs for me. She paid $75 for both of them, right? She looked like she was gonna have, like, her and her kid were so happy to get those boxes. I'm sure they went home, opened it up, have fun. That was affordable for them. They got product. And I wasn't like, I guess you could go to these shows. There are other vendors that you could work deals with, and they will sell you. You could go on Facebook Market, and there are groups, right, that are willing to help you out and sell you at a good price. There are Reddit forums out there that I even seen where people are giving stuff away for free because they know how bad it is. There are so many ways to get into this hobby. It's insane. But if you want to get into Pokemon, man, in 2025 in this crazy market, this is how I did it and how I started kind of getting into the market about a month and a half, pretty much near beginning of January, now coming up to now here, right? Guys, I literally started with $40. I spent $40 on one ETB, and if y'all, I'm sure if you already know, it was a Stella Crown ETB. I opened it up, had super pulled. I pulled a Squirtle on my first ETB opening because when I was a kid, we just opened up regular packs. So that was like my first ETB I've ever opened in my life. I still, till this day, still have not opened up a booster box. So when I have a booster box, you know, because I plan on getting some booster boxes, we're going to open some on this channel. But that's how, like, it is, like, I've come back to the hobby. I enjoy opening that Stella Crown set so much that I invested my own money in a case. You all saw my shorts. You all saw my vlog, you know, my experience. I sold that exact same case. I have more cases coming. I have more stuff coming because I literally started with $40, bought one case that I found. No, I didn't find it. It was at my friend's shop. Because, again, he runs Pokemon, so I was able to just get, you know, a box, right? So I picked up a box. I opened it. I enjoyed it. Then I started literally collecting more. I got that box. I sold a Squirtle card. It was around $55. I paid $40. I made $15 profit right there. Sold it on Facebook Market. Took that amount of money. Went to go ahead and buy some more boxes, right? Opened up some more stuff. Had so much fun opening stuff that I decided, you know what? I want to go ahead and actually do this on YouTube. I decided that I want to go ahead and actually start and selling. And that's literally what I've been putting in action. You guys seen that I went to the trade show, made some money, sold some ETBs. I have my own personal collection. I am now working on 2 master sets. Stellar Crown, Prismatic Evolution. I'm working on master sets now. Like, guys, you could get into this hobby. Like, even if it's not the best set, I can't tell you how many stores that I've actually still gone to and there's still Shrouded Fable ETBs and things like that on the shelves that nobody wants. Why there ain't nobody want no Shrouded Fable? I understand it might not be the most popular set. I understand the big chase card in that set might be only worth like $55, but there's still some good, nice art and nice packs in there. You can still open it, you know, have some fun. You could literally just start your collection with the cheapest stuff. That's literally what I did. I started with Stellar Crown because it was cheap. And now I got Prismatic. I have full arts, right? I got ETBs here. I got binders. I got literally now a collection. 2 months in, I've now built a collection. And I feel like in some cases, maybe some people feel like me, where they're like, you know what, I only got a small collection. And it really discourages them because they see other people, you know, with a bigger collection, which I understand because for me, that's how it was at first. When I saw my buddy's collection, when I saw like all these other guys' collection, I'm like, man, I feel like I just won't catch up, or I just won't be able to get good stuff like them because now they're still ahead of the game. That's not true. That's not true. You can still get in the game. If you are going to get a game, this is the time to get in the game. Like, guys, go out to your local stores, right? Meet your mom and pop shops, talk to them. They'll have product. I picked up this at my local brick and mortar store, mom and pop shop. I made friends with him. He told me they were having come in. I walked into the place, release day, and got it. A lot of his customers did. Mom and pop shops, look. Another thing that I feel like a lot of people don't cover, and the reason why a lot of places like GameStop and Walmart and Target had very small allocations, because I feel like a lot of people also forgot that because Prismatic is such a heavy set, it's such a high demand set, that other places were buying that stuff too. Mom and pop shops. I even saw people like Barnes and Nobles having this stuff. Like, there were so many other stores that were buying this for their store that they probably had to spread it, Pokemon had to spread it out evenly between all of them. They all got small allocations. I honestly think that might have happened. Because this is such a mess. I was seeing this stuff at stores that I would never even see Pokemon at. Because they just wanted it in the toy section because they knew this was going to be hot. You could get into this hobby. You could get into this hobby starting right now, tonight, if you wanted to. If you only got $20 to your name, all right, go pick up 3 packs. You could literally go on Amazon. You could literally go on eBay. There's Shrouded Fable 3 packs that you could pick up $10, $15. Like, you could start somewhere. I was going to pick up Shrouded Fable myself, by the way, when I was going to start. That's only why I say Shrouded Fable, because nobody wanted it. It was this abundance of it. That was the literally the set I was going to start. But because my buddy had a Stellar Crown, I just thought the Stellar Crown just looked a lot better and decided to go with that. But you could start with Shrouded. Like, you could pick up so many other stuff. You don't even have to pick up like ETBs or binder sets or anything like that. You could go on eBay and just buy bits and lots and just pick them up. And then if you want to maybe try to flip them and get a little bit of cash, then you can start buying some more heavy stuff. Because that's literally how I started. I'm not saying that I didn't fund none of my own money from my 9-to-5 job for some of this stuff, but I also made money. Like this past weekend, I made good money. I made so much good money this past weekend that I picked up 2 more. In total, I picked up 3 prismatic ETBs and 3 prismatic binders. And I still had some money at the end of the show too, by the way, which was awesome. Because again, it's all about getting out there and just doing it. There's got to be a point where you just got to get out there and just start doing stuff. Like, I understand things are hard. I understand products is hard to get. I understand scalpers are making things difficult. I understand even in some ways, right? Pokemontcg, which I love them because they help people get stuff, right? Even that, you're fighting against that now because there's so many people blowing up Pokemontcg. The minute that bot notifies anything, there's so many people fighting for it. It's ridiculous. No no dig to Pokemontcg, but I just stopped using them. Like I stopped using them completely. Now, not because I think they were bad service, but it just came so hard because I was fighting against so many other people. I actually just decided, forget what, I'm gonna make friends with my local mom and pop shops. I'm gonna keep up with Poke Beach news, to figure out what's going on, keep up with the market, and then I'll buy when I need to. One thing I will tell you right now, is that don't take all this stuff too seriously either. I feel like in a lot of ways, when I look at a lot of videos or when I see a lot of people, I feel like this is like life and death for some people. I kid you not, you know? And maybe I can understand it because, you know, maybe, a lot of people have this in their livelihoods and maybe have a lot of money invested into this, which is, again, people invest in what they got to, but Pokemon's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a relaxing thing. It's supposed to be just, something you can share with the community. I think out of all my videos, I think I've shown that I've enjoyed Pokemon. I've had so much fun, right? I don't let the prices discourage me, right? It's just the name of the game. Like, you just got to know how to play it, right? And that's why I started this channel as well. Like, I started the channel so I could share my refound love of Pokemon, open up packs, right? Talk about this stuff with you guys. If I could find helpful tips to get you guys to get product, because I know things are crazy, of course I'm gonna do that. I made so many videos telling people, to go to mom and pop shop. And it was funny because it's just, at least in my local Florida area, a lot of people went to GameStop, Target, Best Buy, Walmart thinking they would have a huge amount, and a lot of them didn't. A lot of them had delays. Well, a lot of the mom and pop stores had their normal openings, had their normal release dates, sold all the products out, and they were straight. Not all of them, but there was a good majority of them, at least in my area. Like you just don't know until you get out there, you know what I mean? But like, guys, I am very proud of the collection that I built in the short period of time that I re-entered this. I really do feel all the videos, all the Pokemon YouTubers, the investing YouTubers as well. I also listen to a lot of investment YouTubers because I also invest in a lot of stuff myself. I love investing, so I also have an investment. I have some of these that I'm not selling. There will be a point where I will sell some of these probably, but for the most part, I'm holding on to these because I really do believe Prismatic will go up and it'll continue to go up. It'll get to the point where one of these boxes will be 200 because the value. Let's not talk about price. Let's talk about value. The value of this is unreal. That's why it's such in high demand, and it's so hard to get your hands on. Because the value of this is crazy. You're talking about Pokeballs, Master Ball, all full evolution of EVs. And now there's still been confirmed of demigod packs and full god packs where you can make thousands of dollars if you could just pull one of these. I kid you not. It's unreal. So the value there, it's unreal. So people are going to buy. That's why I say, hey, look, I understand scalpers and everything else is making things difficult. But keep in mind, this builds so much value that there's a lot of people you're fighting for over this. People like me. Guys like me that's just been sitting in the back end, have money that we don't know what we're going to do with until we know what we want to do with it. I'm not saying that I'm out here just freaking buying all this up so nobody else can have, you know, enjoy this. I'm like, no, I enjoy this so much. I want a lot of it for myself, actually. And yes, of course, I'm going to be investing some of that long term, right? But I'm not out here, and I only bring this up, by the way, because in one of my comments, and my customer pulled the Golden Pikachu shorts. One of the customers, or not one of the customers, one of my viewers said that I was one of the reasons why people can't get in the hobby. And I'm one of the reasons why folks can't get product when I literally have sold nothing other than singles and Stellar Crowns and Astral Radiance ETBs at my local place and some online. And not any of these, I have not sold a single Prismatic Evolution product other than my friend's boxes that I sold for him. So technically, I didn't even choose the price. Okay? Like, if it was up to me, I'll sell this dude at MSRP if I could. I really would. I want people to enjoy this. Like, if you guys went there for my live stream last night, I pulled the Umbreon. Literally, look at that. Look at that right there. You see how amazing that is? That's a $1,600 card. That's part of my collection now, and I started just 2 months ago. Just 2 months ago. Guys, you can start collecting. It doesn't need to be big. You just need to start. Start small. Start with a couple packs. Heck, I see adults going to McDonald's picking up the new McDonald's collaboration boxes. Go to McDonald's, you probably want some food anyways. Pick one of those up. They let you just buy the McDonald's pack separately. They're like $4, I think. Buy 4 packs. That's like what, 16, 17 bucks with tax. Finish up that set. That's a very easy master set to finish right there. The McDonald's set. Do that. If you want to feel accomplished, go to McDonald's and pick that up. Finish up that set, feel accomplished, and then move on to the next one. That's how you start. It starts with the small wins, and then you get up to the big wins. I kid you not. I started off with pulling small cars, small hitters, until it got to the point where, because I was able to have more money and I was able to invest in things like this, was now I had a chance, because again, it's all about value with this box, especially with this box. I had a chance to pull this. I spent $70 for that ETB, $1,600. I came up huge. And let's not forget, I still have a couple ETBs. I still have binder sets here. I still got a couple posters collections as well. That's where that poster came from. I opened a poster collection. So this is why Pokemon right now is going crazy. Right here. Right here. Because, you know, Pokemon is really hitting our nostalgia button, guys, and it's really got people going. I will tell you one thing. I don't think I'll be investing any of my money, or I might, if I do invest, I'll pick one ETB up just for an opening for the channel. But I don't think I'll be investing in Battle Partners or Journey Together. I think for me, if you just want to hear quickly my strategy, I think for me, I'm going to go ahead and just wait off, save all my money up, and we're going to invest the living heck out of Team Rocket. Because that just seems to be the new prismatic that everybody seems to be talking about. And I want that set too. And like I said, just start small, man. And then you can start doing all the big stuff like me. And even me, I'm not even considered really doing all the big stuff yet. There's way bigger YouTubers, man. Way bigger folks that have more packs than me, more ETBs than me, more binders than me, more cards than me, more slabs than me. Literally. So, but that doesn't discourage me. Just get out there. Just do you, fam. Get out there, guys. Start collecting. Just start collecting. Just start having fun. Don't let all these other channels say, no, I'm getting out. I'm not playing Pokemon no more. I'm not collecting no more. I'm getting out for a while. It's too expensive. You know, the hobby, Skypers and these flippers ruined it. You know, it's no longer fun. That's not true. Forget all that. Forget all that. It still is fun. All right? You can still pick up product. If you looked around, trust me, I've looked around. Every time I look around, I can find product. Right? You just got to know where to look. And at first, when I started, I didn't know where to look. I was just like you guys. I was just doing what everybody else is doing. Start doing your research. Start looking at the at YouTubers. They're gonna help you out, right? Not to say I don't love the big guys, you know what I mean? But let's like if you listen to some of the other small content creators, man, they really know what's up. Cause they're the ones that probably have like more investment in this in the sense like they got small channels, so they got a limited budget they can work with. So they are always conscious. That's what I do. I have a limited budget what I can work with. Guys, I work a 9 to 5 job. I take that 9 to 5 job, I invest a little bit of money, I try to do things, I flip it so I can get things going, and that's been working for me. Now, obviously, if you don't have that, no worries. But just the whole point again of this video is just if you love Pokemon, you want to start collecting 25, but just start doing it. Just pick up wherever you can and just start a small collection. If you have like a whole bunch of bad cards right now, like let's say you have a whole bunch of cards you just don't like, right? Maybe they're not valuable to you. Go to your local trade shows to see if you could trade them in. Get some cash. Or maybe if you could trade all your boat cards in, a whole bunch of just bad cards in for maybe like one good ETB and start fresh again there. I've literally helped out a kid this weekend do that. I did that myself. Literally this weekend too. I got really rid of all the singles cards that I didn't really care about, that didn't have no value to me, had valuable to another vendor, right? Made $60 from all those cards, which in total, I think it was like 89 cards that all together, like if I was going to sell individually, I would make maybe $25 more, but I'll take the $25 loss now. I'll get my 60 right now, right? I'll let the other vendor take care of that. He wants to do that. I'll take my 60. I'm gonna go to that vendor over there at the table that has the prismatic for $60. Now I'm gonna pick up a $60 binder set. Literally did that this weekend. Literally, I sold all my stuff that I didn't care about, that I think it was going to be worth nothing. It was worth something to somebody else. They gave me $60. I saw that there was another vendor that was selling the binder collection $60. Walked over there, paid $60 for it. Guess what? Now I have product to open, 5 packs to open, and a binder to now put the cards that I pull out. There you go. You just started collecting in 2025. Literally, it's just like that. There's so many ways to do it, guys. So many ways. Anyways, y'all, that's really all I want to get out, just kind of talk about, man. I hope y'all have been having an amazing 2025 so far. I know February is coming upon us, guys. Let's get ready for that, right? If you're trying to keep up with all the Pokemon stuff, follow up on my channel. I'll be trying to do my best to keep y'all updated with everything. And as well as always drop off and take a look at Poke Beach. They do an amazing job. The folks over there at Poke Beach, let me tell you, they do a fantastic job in keeping folks updated on things. So that's all I got to say, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace. I'm out.